The first step is just raising awareness. I raised some awareness among those kids, and that is the first step of transformation. Once people are aware of an issue, whether it's women's rights or civil rights or environmental movement, then there's a phase of empowerment, and that's a discrete phase, an important phase. And I think there's been so much discussion about the role of a mediator in terms of empowerment and what role do we play, or should we be playing, and what role does advocacy have in relationship to mediation. And so if one sees that as a discrete component that needs to occur prior to negotiation in a social movement, then it legitimizes all the Saul Alinsky and the wonderful advocacy work that's done through whether it's litigation or nonviolent civil disobedience. And then once that has occurred and there's been a power shift, so the parties in power recognize that the other sides have some capacity to influence or possibly damage their cause, then negotiation can occur. And I look back at the environmental movement. It wasn't until there was legislation in the 70s, starting in the 70s, that empowered people to sue, that the real sort of environmental movement took off. That empowerment had to occur before I could do the environmental mediation. And once the empowerment occurs, then parties can sit down and talk about their issues. And Curl talked about both the bargaining, the substantive bargaining of issues, and the conciliation, the change of psychological sort of perceptions people have toward each other that then leads to an altered relationship.